Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Kamala Nellen here, kamalanellen.com, creator of the art and science of working in for skill in life and peak performance. What is yoga? And why am I telling you this? Well, first of all, years ago when I was promoting my work to the San Diego Chargers, when they were in San Diego, the athletic director said to me, "These guys tried yoga. They just weren't interested." I was sad. They had one bad experience from a class that caused them to close the door to what could have benefited them immensely, at least the way I use yoga. The second thing is, over these last 49 years, yes, 49 years of my yoga journey, yoga has sustained me through more than a few very challenging times in my life, and I'll tell you about those in future videos. It has given me a lot of joy and peace as well. I consider it foundational for my mind and my well-being. So of course I want to share it with you. And three, my clients over the years have had astounding results from the tools I've shared with them from yoga, and they've gotten the results they wanted often really quickly and regained balance in their lives and in their minds. So here are 5 things you might want to know about yoga that I know for sure from over 4.5 decades, nearly 5, of study and practice. Yoga is not a religion. It is not Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, or any other religion. Yoga is a system unto itself that leads to happiness that cannot be shaken by outside events. Yoga really is psychology. My teacher used to say it was the first psychology, that it's been here since the beginning of time. It's a path to corral the mind so that the mind does not get the upper hand. When the mind is still, we do experience peace and joy that is independent, as well as mental calm and clarity. Too much thinking and feeling wears us down. And when the mind has a chance to rest in this stillness, it's refreshed and we can think clearly. There are a number of practices for the mind, and I would add really that all of yoga is for the mind. Meditation is the invaluable practice for the mind, and I do teach an introduction to meditation. Meditation gives the mind a chance to rest and recuperate and find where the source of joy actually lies, which is inside. When you can develop the habit of sitting still every day for a length of time over a long period, it comes more easily, especially in conjunction with the other practices prescribed by this beautiful philosophy. Meditation literally gives the mind a break. That's why I recommend it. I love meditation. The third thing is yoga includes postures. We know hatha yoga is commonly taught all over the world now. Historically, though, yoga postures were first experienced by yogis in deep states of meditation who were spontaneously moving into these various movements and breathing in strange patterns as they experienced the unfolding of the inner energy, which was doing its work to clear out blocks in the subtle energy system. Only later were they written down and looked at more closely. And now we know that there are many benefits of asana or posture practice. Yoga sequences can be beneficial to all the systems of the body, and they can be structured for various conditions and challenges. Over the years, I have found this specific targeted approach in my own work is the best for helping my students overcome expressed challenges. In most classes today, though, students at the very least experience a sense of calm and a returned vigor from executing the postures and the slowing down the breathing that they experience in a yoga class. And there are side benefits. Once I was working with a client who had a back issue, and he came in with a big smile and told me he began sleeping peacefully and deeply at night. So, yeah, there are side benefits to yoga. And the fourth thing, yoga gives prescribed actions for living. Much like the Ten Commandments, these prescribed practices lead to harmony in our daily lives and in our relationships. There are do's called the yamas and don'ts, the niyamas. You can find these in the yoga text, such as Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and the Bhagavad Gita. We follow these prescriptions for living to also help the mind stay balanced and calm. I've drawn on all these areas when I work with my students and clients. It just depends on their needs when they come to me. Probably the most wonderful benefit I'd like to share with you of this great system, aside from ongoing peace and joy, which is huge, yoga gives us the strength to bear challenges that we inevitably face in our lives. It is a rudder, it is an anchor, at least for me. And five, there's one last point I want to make about yoga. There are different yogas that people practice according to their predisposition. There, of course, is Hatha Yoga, which uses the asanas and postures to preserve and channel the vital energy in the body. And then there's Bhakti Yoga, which is the path of devotion or worship. And Karma Yoga is the path of action and selfless service. Jnana Yoga is the path of knowledge and wisdom. It's my experience that eventually they all converge, and that my teacher had us practicing all of these all of the time. With daily practices and service, I cleanse the body and mind. And with the study of texts from yoga, I gain understanding of what I am experiencing. As I experience more peace that is lasting from all these practices, I am more grateful and devotional. I hope this gives you a wider view of what yoga is. Of course, you're welcome to contact me, and I'm available through my website, kamalanellen.com. And I will be teaching the course Working in the fall of 2025. So stay tuned.